Here.
New students arrive. You're no raw recruit. So...
Greetings to you. You see, that is... If you want to discuss... Excellent. If such a thing... If you want to discuss...
I'm quite busy. Can't you see?
Have you come?
Not all.
Here.
Hail. If you want, excellent. If such a thing, Master. If such a Master R. You see as you've learned what.
Here.
Hear the... At attention, whelps. We've got a challenger. I don't want to see sloppy swords.
Here.
You have more These items are... Hail.
Hello.
Another fine batch of flesh. For Dahlia, you've done well.
I beg you, stop this madness.
Don't be weak. Now stand aside, for I wish to feed.
No, I cannot allow this to go on.
Fool! Then I will take your blood myself!
I see.
Hello there.
Did you speak to...
My disciples, this stranger speaks the truth. We must go to the graveyard.
Here!
I will explain more soon, but for now, call upon an arbiter. She must hear my confession.
It's such a task.
Fools haven't the strength to face me. To my collection. Immortality. Can't be.
So, you... In truth, Bedalia, your life is spared. Leave.
To
and
think
never
it has
return.
come.
No, I must pay for my crimes. I cannot live with this shame.
An outsider pardons this traitor? I will have no part of it.
Remember the Master's riddle. Bow and accept your exile with honor.
Forgive me, this is my duty. I accept it gladly.
Ever shall you scour the sands and protect our people. So it is written.
Master, be at ease. I will protect the school in your place. I still...
Welcome to Leki's blade. Enter with an open heart and a steeled soul. We train the ways of the ready sword and the sharp mind. Our martial tradition dates back to the time of the regatta by Leki's blessed blade. Even if you never plan to wield a sword, you'll face one in battle. Here, you'll learn to survive. Leki, the divine daughter of Talpapa, is the sword saint who taught new ways of wielding the blade. This school is named for her, on the very place of one of her many miracles. Ages ago, in the time of the Anse, a great warrior came to this oasis, Rada al-Saran. Rada was a proud man, and he claimed to match the gods in the way of the sword. It is said Leki herself drew him here, seeking to challenge and humble him. Only the ancestors know for certain, but legend says Rada arrived to find Leki as a warrior of sand, wielding a blade of the hardest rock. Rada bowed to it. When it bowed back, he found an opponent worthy of his skills. They dueled. They crossed blades for 3 days and 3 nights. Rada's strikes parted the sand but briefly, and he tired as the days wore on. At last, Rada put all of his strength into one final strike, the weakest point of his opponent's rocky blade. You need only look to where we stand for the answer. The blade broke in two, and a great sandstorm split the horizon. When it cleared, Leki had erected a shrine from the sands, and its oasis held the purest water in all Alik'r.
You're no raw recruit. I can see you've handled challenges before. We could use a student with experience, if you have time to study with us. We teach the way of fighting. Any fool can win a duel. Only a master knows who will challenge her and where it will occur. You must learn to think as the masters did. Learn not just how they fought, but when and why. So many have said before you. But before you hold a sword at this school, you must learn the most important lesson, the one of history. Speak to Smith Nabinum and answer his riddles. You'll find him working the forge. After he is satisfied, we shall talk. Even with your experience, until you have spoken to Smith Nabinum, no master of blades will teach you. It is our tradition. You will find we hold many such traditions here. It is a delicate matter. I am unsure how to say this, but something is amiss. I need someone who can recognize signs of danger to help me. The training is important, but so are the lives of our students, and they are somehow threatened. A shadow. My own senses are overwhelmed by the signs, such that I can no longer see the direction from which the danger arises. You can serve as my eyes and ears, with a clear head. Thank you. Now, as any other student must, please speak with Smith Nabinum at the forge. We will speak again.
Hello. Leki's blade is a holy training ground for those learning the sword. Only those who have endured a proving may learn from its masters.
Hello there.
Fair winds, O wayfarer. You stand at the foot of Leki's blade, swordsman's most holy site. All who place their trust in the blade are welcome here.
It's good to see persons of renown traveling to Leki's blade to train with our masters. I wish you well, traveler.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings to you, student. What knowledge do you seek? A strategy to slay your opponents, the strength to protect your allies, the power to split a kingdom in two. These things you may do, and have done already, but these are not the arts I teach. Listen, this is a tale of Master Fedalia, Blade Master of Leki's blade. While on walkabout, Master Fedalia encountered a wagon. The wagon's owner was an uninjured woman facing an unmasked man. He held a battered axe, she a pristine blade. The woman said the man was a bandit who had already attacked her once. She begged Master Fedalia to intervene. Master Fedalia walked away, yet the woman lived to tell her tale. Why did she live? You see as Master Fedalia did. The woman claims she fought the bandit, yet she had no wounds. Had she parried his axe, her pristine blade would be notched. Had Master Fidalia faced the bandit, the woman would have stabbed her in the back. Then hear the story of Master Aram Cessnit. Long ago, a foreign mage came to challenge us. He claimed his power a match for our blades. One by one, he dueled our students. This master of alteration could turn steel to mist at will. Every student lost. Master Aram was an initiate, yet he faced the mage and won. So handily, in fact, that his opponent made apologies and left forever shamed. Of all the students who faced the mage, Master Aram was far from the best warrior. How did Master Aram win the duel? You see as Master Aram did. The foreign mage claimed his power a match for our blades. Indeed, any steel that threatened him turned to mist as fast as one could blink. But a training sword is wood, and wood is nothing like steel. I tell you now the story of Master Aram Cessnit's end. Long ago, Master Aram was the blade master here. In his last days, he called his favorite student to him. If she could give him what he wanted most, she would become the next blade master of Leki's blade. That is what you must discover. Master Aram's legend is known by all, even the serving folk. Direct your questions to them, Halam, Unar, and Iman. Once you know what they know, return to me and give your answer.
Some find fulfillment in wielding the sword. I am content to craft them.
Hello. Can't you see I'm busy? It's true, no rest for the weary. I've yet to read the latest texts. Have you read them yet? Thinking of all those pages makes my eyes hurt. The oldest son in my family is always a warrior, and so I came to study with the best. But all this reading, I'm not good at memorizing these words. Yes and no. I understand what they mean, but sometimes another student will stop me and demand I recite the 10 aphorisms of Akatosh, or the 6 symbols of Sep, and then I'm lost. What? You too? Wait a minute, they've been having me on, haven't they? And I've been spending all my time trying to find these lists. Next one who asks me, I'll show them what I learned in hand-to-hand combat training.
Be welcome, my friend. We have few luxuries here, but we will trade with what we have.
Hello.
Greetings.
My time is precious.
Alik'r forges are hotter than any in Tamriel, and the hottest steel births the keenest blades.
Some may call me foolish, but I tell you, the stone fist of Leki's blade has tightened its grip of late. I sense something cold, blasphemous. A darkness slithers in the heart of Leki's blade, Wayfarer. If only I knew what it was.
Alik'r forges are hotter than... Magics are not welcome here, Wayfarer. The forge must be kept pure. If you practice the dark arts, have a care and do it outside.
Weight and balance are key, O Wayfarer. Have you taken up a Breton blade? Only keep you if you must bear one in battle. Better to wield a boatman's oar, I say.
Have you come to... No, you're not the provisioner from Sentinel. I've had to send farther and farther away for simple things such as salt and grain. Forgive me. These students mock my temper. You'd think I'm the old master's reincarnation the way they bellyache. In any case, I know only the stories, such as the one about the enchanted knives. He forbade Redguard trainees to dabble in magic. When a traveling merchant brought enchanted knives, Master Arum upturned the cart and chased the poor man into a sand dune. He wouldn't even use the metal. He threw the knives out after the merchant.
A brief rest. That's all I ask.
Not all who come to train at Leki's blade learn what they thought they might. Like many here, I came to Leki's blade to become a great warrior. Despite my training, I lacked talent with a blade. I returned to my family ashamed. And then I remembered one of Master Arum's lessons. We do not choose when we rest. To give up the hard road is to bring suffering to the next traveler. Basically, never give up. 10 years I've trained since that day. I'm no master, but if my family needs me, I can defend them.
The stables are not as busy as they once were. Still, I will care for all beasts that seek shelter within. Anyone who knows of our school has heard of him. He was the master who brought the teachings to so many, tireless in his quest for perfecting the blade. In truth, no one knows. Many tales were told about his last battle with a group of bandits. Some say he survived, and went on to roam the sands beyond Leki's blade. I can't imagine that myself.
I suppose I could use another break.
Hello.
I have not seen Perez since his final blessing. He did not even return to claim his bundle. He simply walked into the desert and disappeared. I hope it was not something I said.
Disciple Tophus as I swing my sword like a woodsman's axe. To oblivion with that. If it is good enough to fell a tree, it is good enough to fell a man. That is what I say.
It has been some time since Master Fidalia joined us at table. I've counted the days. There are many and many. I wonder who she dines with.
I've traveled long and long to reach Leki's blade. What road do you come by, O wayfarer? I have heard talk of our honored dead rising to slay us. Idle rumor, no doubt.
Swordsmanship runs in the blood of all Red Guards, but there is more steel than water in my veins. They will erect a monument to me one day.
If you want to discover what Master Aram's favorite student gave him, you must speak with the servants of Leki's blade. Excellent. Then tell me, what did Master Aram Cessnit want at the end of his life? What did his student give him? You see as the young student did so long ago. By that time, Master Aram was old and weak. No Red Guard wishes to die in bed. But it's shameful to take one's own life to avoid hardship. Master Aram left, not to die, but to face one last battle. You've learned what you must from me. Now it's time to test your mettle. Speak to disciple Rafa Afhaba at the dueling arena, and if you pass his test, you will meet with Master Fidalia for hers.
There is power in this place, Wayfarer. The spirits here are strong, but heavy with woe. They are well cared for. What could trouble them so?
Have you come to honor the heroes of the past? Bring only a stout spirit and a worthy sword, Wayfarer. Our ancestors cared for nothing else.
I still feel the presence of Master Attar in this place. Some have even seen him, if rumor is to be believed. A passing shadow only, or faint whispers? I hope it is true. Perhaps I will see him someday.
Tell no one, Wayfarer, but I have always favored the bow. I only train here to please my father. Hopefully the disciples will take note of my weakness and send me home.
Disciple Rifa demands perfection, but tells me nothing. I may as well have stayed in Sentinel.
I trained with Malad for many months before his final trials, but I have not seen him since. It is a pity. I was a jackal's whisker away from defeating him in our last bout.
My sword arm hangs loose in the socket, like a sagging palm frond. If you have come here to train, I suggest you find a lighter sword.
Here, the best blades of our generation train and hone their skills. You've seen many things, but do you think you can count yourself among them? Then we'll see the make of your steel in battle. My students have trained for seasons, but you have the experience of true battle. If you can defeat them all, then I will count you as an equal to them. If not, then I have no time for you. Ah, she's as sharp as a knife's edge even when she seems otherwise occupied. I see the way you walk, and it tells me you know how to handle yourself against others. Like Tafa, I have not seen anything with my own eyes. We are both unsettled, but the source is veiled. Perhaps it's the wind. Perhaps it's something more. Well, student, are you ready for this test? Only after this will Master Fidalia teach you. At attention, whelps! We've got a challenger! Excellent. Master Fidalia will be eager to speak with you.
Disciple Rifa demands perfection.
Hail.
Open for business.
I could use a break. So much to do, so little time. Hail. You have more experience than our other students. I would not have accepted you as one, but I trust the judgment of the disciples. And of course, you've done well thus far. Then drink from the cup behind you. It holds a potent concoction to put you into a deep slumber. If you are worthy, Leki will reveal a vision to you. Retrieve Raifa's sword, Tafa's shield, and Nabinim's hammer from this vision if you can. When you awaken, take the armaments to the steps of the blade, the tower crowning our school. Place each item at its altar and show your respect for the lessons you've learned. I will meet you atop the tower. These items are symbols. If you can obtain them in the dream, they will be in your mind upon your awakening, carried in your thoughts. You've learned history. and battled our pupils. This task requires your mind.
Is cursed with our blood. Must be revealed. You must be stronger.
I beg your forgiveness, O Wayfarer, but I must ask you leave me be. I am entering the most difficult stanza of the Swordsman's Sun Prayer.
Leki speaks to us in this place. Come and contemplate the stones.
The sword is the soul. Without the sword, I am lost.
Hello there.
Another fine batch of flesh. Vidalia, you've done well.
I beg you, stop this madness.
Don't be weak. Now stand aside, for I wish to feed.
No, I cannot allow this to go on.
Fool. Then I will take your blood myself.
My secret is revealed. I provided our old master with his life source, the blood of our students, but no more. Though it means my death, I'm glad you've witnessed this. Before you kill me, I must beg one favor of you. Destroy Master Aram Sesnet. He did. And now he's returned as a foul undead creature, a vampire. I could not raise my blade against one so revered, but no such respect compels him. I couldn't defend the students, couldn't even defend myself. The wounds have long since healed. I've already fallen to his curse. It is how he compelled me to call for more and more students. Here, he feeds on our strongest. I'd hoped to stop him with your aid. I was too weak. He sleeps beneath our monument to him, in the graveyard. Go after him before he has a chance to escape. The other disciples, tell them what I've done. Whatever atonement they ask before I die, I will gladly do it.
You've caught me at a busy time.
Completed the rite, have you? The students usually look more taxed when they come down from the tower. Perhaps I've underestimated you.
Did you speak to Master Vidalia? What? You mustn't jest of such things. What did she say, truly? But your manner shows no deceit. How did this happen? Now I know you lie, for he's been dead for almost a century. Yet the legends never did speak of his death. Sep, take you! I won't hear another word. Be gone, and I will wait for Master Vidalia to tell me the truth of it.
My disciples, this stranger speaks the truth. We must go to the graveyard. I will explain more soon, but for now, call upon an arbiter. She must hear my confession as well.
How can we believe this strange jest? I'm afraid you've upset Tafa. Best be on your way until she calms down.
Leki, grant me strength. I must not delay any longer.
I've had enough of your accusations, outsider. I'll hear nothing more until I speak with Master Vidalia.
I've got a lot to do here.
I must call an arbiter to oversee my punishment. Leki, protect you, friend. The entrance is hidden in plain sight.
There is power in this place.
The lair's entry is concealed. Let me clear it for you. He will be inside. Your strength is greater than mine. Let us hope it is also greater than his.
Fools haven't the strength to face me, so they sent an outsider? Pitiful. me!
I called an arbiter here to decide my fate, but she wished to speak to you first. Whatever she decides, I will submit to. It is the only justice I can give to the ones I've wronged.
So, you are the one the others spoke of so highly. Master Fidalia has brought shame upon Leki's blade. I would hear your thoughts before adding my own. Master Fidalia summoned me. For matters of honor, many turn to an arbitrator for counsel, and when the situation necessitates, I am willing and able to execute justice. That is precisely why. Both Raifa and Tafa are too entwined to offer clear counsel, and I, on the other hand, have only just arrived. You have touched everyone present. As I said before, I would hear your opinion before I render judgment.
To think it has come to this. Never in my years of study has such a case been brought forth. Never! The undead have no place in Alik'r, and yet Master Fidalia has guided us prudently, courageously. Do we throw away the basket with one broken reed, or do we repair it? Now we know her true nature. We can be prepared for anything. The Masters teach us to recognize danger. She is dangerous, yes, but not such that we should cast her aside. We can help her, and she can still help us.
And so it comes to an end, with all of us gathered together at the last. The student, the disciples, the master, and an arbiter. Since your revelation, I've been in torment. Master Fidalia always put the school first. When provisions run low, she goes without. When new weapons arrive, she tests them herself, lest the students be hurt by imperfect blades. No! No! One such as she must die. For her lies, for her traitorous actions. She behaved without honor through these past months, hiding this shame from everyone. Clemency is not for one such as her. And yet, I will miss her guidance.
Have you made your decision? That is precisely why. Both Raifa and Tafa are too entwined to offer clear counsel. That is what disciple Raifa Afhaba said as well. But I ask you, if Master Fidalia lives, will she become as the old master was? How can Leki suffer an abomination to exist, even if it is for the good of the school? Think on this before answering. In truth, it is what I thought as well. Master Fidalia has served the school faithfully. It was not her desire to fall to a vampire. But it would not suit the school for her to remain. Come, and I shall render judgment. Fidalia, your life is spared. Leave, and never return.
No, I must pay for my crimes. I cannot live with this shame.
An outsider pardons this traitor? I will have no part of it.
Remember the Master's riddle. Bow and accept your exile with honor.
Forgive me, this is my duty. I accept it gladly.
Ever shall you scour the sands and protect our people. So it is written.
Master, be at ease. I will protect the school in your place.
Justice sometimes wears a mask. Kindness, revenge, duty, fate. What mask did my choice wear this day? Only time will tell.
Exiled. My torment shall be without end. I know Raifa considers this merciful, but it is not. I do not blame you either. Not now, at any rate.
I still can't quite believe what's happened. I'm not sure how I will explain it to the younger students. No matter, Leki's blade needs a strong leader. This duty falls to me. There's no one else. I'll certainly not be a replacement for the Master, but I will try my best. I must, for the sake of the school. It will go on, as it always has. Let it not be said that we shirk our responsibility when need arises. I will make that is, the former Masters, proud.
Zet's tears, what are they doing in there? Master Fidalia's face was taut with concern. Did someone deface Atar's grave?
Rumor has it you saved Leki's blade from its old master. And now we must be vigilant against the old master, who knows our secrets and our ways. If I see her again, I will gladly fight her to her death. For the honor of Leki's blade,